Yeah, and I think for me, the control part was a heavy within me
Mhm.
when we started, because it's like my traits, which you could be seen as good, like okay, hardworking, okay, if we got to do something, we'll do it, all of those energies. But it's like it contradicts the just like the relax and allow, and it's taken a while to get into a groove where it's like, no, just let go
Yeah.
and let be,
Yeah.
let go and let be, let go and let be. Okay, if and wait for the inspired action. And what I found with myself is my if I do the let go and allow thing, and I'm just literally just living life daily, if there is something to do now, you can tell me this, because this might be, I'm not sure what this is, but if there's something that needs to be done, I will sometimes feel a little bit of a pullback, like a little bit of a uncomfortable feeling, to at which kind of says to me, oh, wait, is there something for you to resolve? And then let's say, and then I'll resolve it, because I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's this thing. So and then the feeling goes away. Now that might not be the way it sounds like on paper, or it should be on paper, because it's like the inspired action is actually kind of like a bit of a niggle. But I think either way, I do either way, if it's just a pure inspired action that's really positive energy, and I just I want to do this thing, or I just feel a little bit like, oh no, you could be, either way, it still allows me to move forward in a way that's lighter, because instead of going, oh, I must do this, I must fix it, I'll just have a niggle, and I can just be like, okay, okay, well, there's that thing that I hadn't really sorted out, so let me quickly sort that out.
Right.
What's your view on that? Because I'm not sure if I've ever really said to you about that niggle part before, about when it comes to action and going with the flow.
Okay. So I want you to, okay, so because I want to make sure that I understand. So
Yeah.
you're saying that, okay, so sum it up for me, then ask the question.
Yeah, so sorry. So yeah, so basically, sometimes I'll just be in the relaxed zone, and I'll super relax.
Okay.
I'll just be like just going with the flow. But then sometimes I get a bit of a negative emotion,
Mm-hmm.
which I signal as there is something you can be doing, like in order to aid what you want,
Okay.
which is the signal for me to do, which it signals me to do something. Then I'll do what I need to do in a light way, though, and then like as in, okay, I'll just do what I need to do, not like, oh, what else, and look for things and try and make stuff, just something that I know needs to be done, and then I'll find the feeling goes away.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so it sounds like you described uh inspired action, except the negative emotion part. That's the part that I'm not understanding fully, because when you say I feel a negative emotion, is that, what does that feel like?
Yeah, it just feels like I just feel a bit uncomfortable with just like for example, if I'm just chilling, lying on my bed, relaxed. Now, let's say I did that. I'm happy in that state. And when I did that until the next day, but there was actually a couple of emails that I hadn't sent.
Mm-hmm.
I would sometimes get like a bit of a this unhappy feeling, like, oh, just not feeling as good inside as I was.
Because you're not,
And then
hold on, so because from your perspective you're not doing much, is that what we're talking about?
it's not so much that I'm not doing much, it's that there's something I need to do that I haven't done.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Something that you're aware
Yeah.
of already. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry about
Oh,
that. So something that you know that you need to do but haven't done, is that what you're saying?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay, yeah.
But it
Well,
might arise while I was relaxing.
and that's okay. Well, it normally does, really, because inspired
Hmm.
action normally happens in those states.
Yeah.
Inspired action normally happens when you're relaxing, when you're in the bed, or even when you're in the shower because you're not thinking about anything, right?
Yeah.
Even when you go for a drive, it normally happens in those type spaces, right?
Yes.
So I just don't know that I would label anything about that negative. For me, what it sounds like, if I was telling the story, is that, I mean, you said it. I'm inspired at that moment to do something, nothing more, nothing less. Like you, that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah. And and I guess that it. And I also, and maybe I don't have to perceive it as negative.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like even if it's a funny feeling, it's like being hungry doesn't have to be a negative feeling.
Right.
You know, it doesn't necessarily feel great, but it doesn't need to be. I don't need to lace it in being a negative feeling just
Because
because
it's
I'm
not.
hungry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
Right. And it's an emotion, and that's the thing about emotions. That's another tricky one, which we probably could make that another talk too. Our
Mhm.
emotions are indicators, right? So we
Yeah.
need them, but what we do is we become our emotions. And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not going to go all the way into that because again, that is a whole nother talk. But our emotion is indicators, but we don't have to label the emotion as good or bad. It just
Mm.
is what it is, right? It's an
Yeah.
indicator that it's now time to move.
Yeah.
Inspired action.